Penguin Pico found himself in a place he never expected and afraid. But with courage, he could face anything. Sometimes life places us in places we never expected. We may feel out of place, uncomfortable, or afraid. But with courage, wisdom, and help from others, we can survive and even grow stronger. Let me share a beautiful story with you. A little bird soared over green fields, feeling free. Its heart was full of joy and dreams. And as the sun rose, the forest came alive with color and song. The trees swayed and the flowers bloomed, a beautiful sight. Let me tell you a beautiful story. A child walks a magical path, eyes wide with wonder. The forest comes alive with joy! Pico was not like other penguins. He set off on a journey to find the ice, and there it was, sparkling in the sun. While the others in his icy home slid across the snow and dived into freezing waters, Pico always wondered what lay beyond the white horizon. One night, a powerful storm swept across the sea. Waves roared, ice cracked, the wind howled like a wild beast. A penguin Pico was separated from his colony. When he finally opened his eyes, there was no snow. A penguin Pico, no ice, no ocean, only endless sand, hot, shimmering, blinding sand. Pico blinked. The sun burned above him like a giant fireball. The ground felt like hot coal beneath his tiny feet. "This is not home,"
he said, wobbling forward.
As Pico walked, he saw tall plants with arms. A cactus. It stood still and silent. "Excuse me, are you frozen?" The cactus did not answer. "You must be very brave to live without ice." "Excuse me, are you frozen?" "You must be very brave to live without ice." Soon, he met a camel resting in the shade. The camel blinked slowly. "What are you?" the camel asked. "What are you?" "I am a penguin, and I believe I am melting." The camel laughed gently. "This is the desert. We do not melt here. We endure."
Desert? Is that like snow?
It is the opposite of snow. Pico looked around at the endless dunes.
For the first time, he felt small.
Very small. The heat became stronger. Pico's steps slowed. "I must find water," he whispered. He remembered how he used to dive into icy seas, how cold water wrapped around him like a blanket. But here, there was nothing. Just mirages, shiny illusions that disappeared when he got closer. "I'm a penguin. Penguins are strong." Just when he felt he could walk no more, a small desert fox appeared.
"You do not belong here," the fox said gently.
I know, but I must survive.
The fox studied him carefully.
"Follow me." Across the dunes they went, until they reached a hidden oasis. Water. Real water. Pico gasped and ran toward it, splashing happily into the cool pool. "I am alive!" he cheered. Days passed. Pico learned to rest in the shade during the hottest hours. He learned to move at sunrise and sunset. He learned that survival sometimes means changing your habits. The desert animals began to admire him. Penguin Pico learned that survival sometimes means changing your habits. The desert animals began to admire him. "You are far from home, yet you did not give up."
You are far from home, yet you did not give up.
Pico smiled. "I miss the ice, but I have learned something important.
What is that?
That even when you are lost, you can still find yourself." Penguin Pico said, "I miss the ice, but I have learned something important." The fox asked, "What is that?" Penguin Pico, "What is that?" "That even when you are lost, you can still find yourself." Penguin Pico. One evening, a familiar wind blew across the desert.
Cold, sharp.
Penguin Pico, ships had come to the nearby coast, carrying explorers from icy lands. When they discovered Pico near the shore, they were amazed. "A penguin? Here!" They carefully brought him aboard. As the ship sailed back toward the frozen south, Pico looked one last time at the Penguin Pico at the Golden Desert. It had nearly defeated him, but it had also made him braver. Back in his icy home, the other penguins gathered around. "Where have you been?" they asked. Pico smiled. "In a place made of fire and sand." They gasped. "Were you afraid?" "Yes." But courage is not the absence of fear. It is, yes. But courage is not the absence of fear. It is walking forward, even when your feet are burning. And from that day on, Pico was no longer just a curious penguin. He was Pico the Brave. Penguin Pico found himself in a place he never expected and afraid. But with courage, he could face anything. Sometimes life places us in places we never expected. We may feel out of place, uncomfortable, or afraid. But with courage, wisdom, and help from others, we can survive and even grow stronger.